It's no secret, car insurance prices are sky high in the River City and across the entire state of Florida.
Yeah, major reason for that, the number of uninsured or underinsured drivers on our roadways. Action News Jax Logan McDonald took a deep dive into the issue and has more on the drivers now left holding the bag.
Uninsured drivers on Florida and Jacksonville's roadways, affecting your car insurance premiums and leaving those who sometimes only have the state minimum requirements for insurance paying thousands of dollars out of pocket for the damages in a crash.
We just put $6,000 as a down payment, and then we have another deficit coming with $7,000 that we just didn't have at the time.
Dan Hazelton was hit by an uninsured driver himself without collision coverage on his policy, which isn't required in the state of Florida. He was left with thousands in repairs. Similar story for Duncan Corbett, who says he's been in crashes twice with uninsured drivers over the years. Once when a man's prosthetic foot got stuck under the pedal, unable to brake.
Uninsured motorist in Florida is only good for injuries or if you get killed. I did not get my deductible back, and all he got was a ticket.
And if you don't have uninsured motorist coverage, you could also be hit with pricey medical bills and loss of wages if hit by an uninsured driver. Action News Jax told you last month when Eric Winggerter's son was hit by a suspected drunk, uninsured driver while walking out of work in Atlantic Beach.
He's missing at least 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks of work because of his injuries. And that's money, that's financially, that's car payments, right. You know, that's gas, it's food, you know, it's anything for a 19-year-old kid.
Dan Hazelton, Duncan Corbett, and Eric Winggerter are just 3 people here in Jacksonville dealing with an issue that's become large across the Sunshine State. According to a recent study by the Insurance Information Institute, based on the most recent end-of-year data in 2022, it's estimated that 15.9% of Florida drivers are on the roadways without insurance, compared to just 14% as the national average. And a recent Insurance Research Council study is even more concerning, estimating 20.4% of Florida drivers, or 1 in 5, are driving uninsured. Vicki Zellen, the president of Zellen Risk Solutions, says both may still be gross underestimates, as those are the only known uninsured drivers on our roadways.
40% of all the people driving around either have the state minimum limits or they don't have any insurance at all. And so they are still getting in accidents and they're still collecting, but they're not paying into the system.
Essentially, if an insured driver and an uninsured driver get in a crash, the insured driver or their policy, depending on coverage, end up covering both their own damage and the uninsured parties, regardless of fault. Ultimately, that's a key reason for Florida having the second most expensive car insurance in the nation for full coverage. That's an average premium of $4,326, according to a recent Forbes study.
Insurance is a big shared pool, and so instead of 100% of the drivers paying 100% of the premium, you have 60% of the drivers paying 100% of the premium, and that premium just keeps going up.
Zellen says to her, the solution is simple.
If you don't buy insurance, if you were to hit me on accident and hurt me, then you shouldn't really be able to collect. And that would be the end of the whole problem that we're having.
For local coverage you can count on, Logan McDonald, Action News Jax.
We've reached out to State Representative Danny Burgess, who unsuccessfully tried passing a car insurance reform bill back in 2021. That bill was aimed at ending personal injury lawsuits. We wanted to ask about any future plans for car insurance reform, but we haven't heard back from him.